Hi, baby. I wanted to take this moment and do this recording really up close and personal. I wanted to speak directly to your soul because I think that we receive a lot of messages in the day, in our week, in our work, through our phones, social media, music, what we watch, that touch our minds and even affect our bodies. But we don't take time to give love and touch and heal our souls. And I'd like to send love energy to your soul tonight. I have a little cough, so you might hear me clear my throat every now and then. I'm going to try not to. So, this video is for you. If you are feeling that you are behind in life, okay? If you're feeling like you're 25, 27, 29, 35, 33, 37, however old you are, some of you are even 15 and feeling like, yo, I am late in life. That comes from comparison. You're late compared to what? You're late compared to who? You're late according to who? Our timeline cannot match the timeline of our parents. It cannot. What do I mean by that? When today I'm 29 years old, my mom was 29 years old. She had already four children. That's her timeline. And if I compare myself to that timeline, when my grandma was 29 years old, I think she had already had five kids and was married. Was married to somebody that they gave her. Like, she didn't choose this man, they just gave her to him. I'm 29 years old today and I don't have a single child, and I am stuck in my bread. My timeline cannot be compared to my mom's timeline. My mom's timeline should not be compared to her mother's timeline. We live in completely different eras, right? In 1980, when your grandma was raising her kids, who are your parents, your uncles, and your aunts, they could afford to stay at home and just raise us. And dad goes out and bring the bacon. Today in 2023, we have two parents households, and both parents have to work to make ends meet, and they're still struggling. So if you're comparing yourself being a woman today who has three kids and you have to work, but back in the days, my mom didn't, baby. Back in the days, gas was $1.84. Today, gas is $6.85. The comparisons make no sense. Yes, yet we make them. And while we are comparing, we're robbing ourselves of joy. Okay? 100 years ago, your grandmother or a woman your age, all she had to worry about was to look presentable in public and make sure that her kids are clean and look nice. Today we are having to worry about when you go to the gas station, look over your shoulder because there's sex trafficking, there are people trying to kidnap you, somebody might try to rob you. It's so many things that we need to worry about alone just to survive, let alone thrive and then procreate and create all these things that our parents and grandmothers and mothers were able to do. I'm not saying they didn't have stress. I'm not saying they didn't have 101 things to do as well. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that the stress that you and I are currently living, our parents have never lived it. They have never lived it. I'm not saying that they had it easier than we do, but they have never been in our shoes. They've never gone through a pandemic. You came on the other side of it and still survived. Kudos to you, babe. You feel like you're late in life because you're comparing your life to other people's lives. Be it your parents, your friends, your siblings, people that you know, you're comparing to them. You feel like you're behind because when we get on social media, the people that we follow are successful. We don't follow unsuccessful people. We don't follow people who are just starting from the bottom. No, we follow people who have already 7 million followers. We give credit to people who already have 7 million followers. The little guy starting up, we don't care about that motherfucker. He gotta prove himself to us. So when you get online, what you see, what I see, what we see is edited moments of people's lives, right? Let's say you see somebody in the Bahamas today. There's no vacation that you can ever go on without being frustrated. There's something that happened on that vacation that frustrated them, lost their baggage, they got pissed off, they didn't get the room that they wanted. Those parts are not shown. Those parts are not shown. If this girl had to get the cheapest room and sleep maybe even on the floor, we would never know. Because when she's outside on the beach with her bikini, she snaps a flick. These are edited, specifically chosen moments that are shown to us on internet. And we compare our everyday life to those one moment. That is insane. That is unfair to ourselves. That is unhealthy for our own mental health. So stop comparing. I know it's hard. I know you're a human being, and we need to know where we are in society, where we are in our places to know how far we gotta go or how far we have come, right? But every time you catch yourself comparing, remind yourself that you have come a long fucking way. Without a manual, without guidance, without somebody holding your hand. Remind yourself that everybody is on their own journey. And you comparing yourself to them makes as much sense as you go to the gas station, right, to get gas, or you're in line to buy food and there's like 5 cars ahead of you and you get mad because why are they serving him? Bitch, because he already ordered and paid. It's his turn. What are you mad about? Your turn is coming. You're obviously in line. That's how it sounds when you compare to people who have not been through what you've been through, do not have the same pain, experience, misery, trauma, abandonment, fears, failures that you have, and you and by the way, when we compare, we never give ourselves credit. When you compare, it's always to make yourself feel less than. Like, look at them, they have all that, what do I have? Look at them, they're all this, what am I? It's always belittling yourself. So if comparison equals to belittling yourself, then why do you continue to do it? You cannot grow. You cannot become that best version of yourself if you are seated in comparison, in low vibration or negative energy, right? So I want us to say a few affirmations. I wanted first of all this to be out of love. This is not me being mad. This is just me being in my face, in your face, because one day I'm gonna need to watch this video myself. When I'm comparing, when I'm counting, when I'm being like, well, I was supposed to, I thought I was gonna, all those things, take a deep breath. Every time those start to come up, remind yourself that those voices are either the voices of a parent that you have now personified and that they just keep ringing in your head, or this is something that society has taught you. Either way, you did not come to this planet with a list of expectations for yourself. No. Take it easy on yourself. Okay? We're all trying. And some people might be ahead of the race, but that doesn't mean that the race is over. That doesn't mean that they have won your trophy. No, they're running their race. We're all going parallel, meaning that my path is never going to stop your path. You're going like this, I'm going like this. The only way you stop or you get blocked is if you stop. I cannot go from here and hop into your lane. No, 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 no. You're living your life and I'm living my life, babe. Stop comparing. There's literally a proverb in the Bible, in the church that says, comparison is the thief of joy. So as you compare, please remember and remind yourself that I am right now putting myself in a state where joy is going to leave because I am comparing. When you start to notice the things that you don't have, consciously shift to the things that you do have. Oh, I wish I could have a biggest car. I wish I could have 5,000 followers. I wish. Then, oh, I do have water. I do have running water. I do have clean water. I do have food in the fridge. I got clothes, girl. I got a good job. My car is working. Even though it's not the car that I want, it's working. I could go to work tomorrow. I could go wherever I want to go right now. Practice that. It's something that we need to practice. Rephrasing these things that come in our mind because these things have been said to us over and over and over. As a woman, you need to grow up, you need to be intelligent, you need to find a good husband, and you have to have kids. As a woman, you need to grow up, you need to be good, you need to find a good husband, and you have to have kids. As a woman, if somebody tells you that over and over and over and over, it becomes ingrained in your mind. So when you are learning to remove these old beliefs, also know that you are going to have to repeat these sentences to yourself over and over and over and over until these become the ingrained belief that you now have. Unlearning a behavior doesn't, or a belief doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen one time because your parents didn't just tell you one thing one time. Parents repeat things 75 times at least. So if your parents told you over your life maybe 500 times one specific thing and you think, oh, if I tell myself the affirmation twice, it should work. Baby, what math are you doing? The math is not mathing. If people have taken 15 years to ingrain a belief in you, baby, it cannot take 15 minutes to just uncover. The math is not mathing. Patience, grasshopper, patience. I hope that this helped you. If you're currently wondering, am I behind? Baby, you are exactly where you are supposed to be. Not where you think you need to be, not where society wants you to be. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. Find a way to appreciate the right now while being hopeful for the very soon. I love you. Thank you for watching. Kisses and hugs. Bye.